Hello, this is Lucretia with the Calm and Confident You podcast. Today, I'm going to talk with you about how to slow down. I just finished creating my Subdue Your Stress online course, and I really pushed myself for a good month to finish it up. Then, the next month, I spent creating a webinar based on some of the concepts in the course. Then I started presenting my webinar. Through all of this, I have been focused and working hard to meet the goals I set for myself. I'm really good at doing that. I'm good at staying busy with useful work. I am not so good at slowing down. I do sit down and watch TV usually around 8 p.m. most evenings, but that doesn't give me a real sense of being rested and enjoying a moment, which is what I think we mean by slowing down. What we want is to slow down and smell the roses. We want to take the time to enjoy living. By the way, I am aware of the irony of pushing myself so hard to produce a course on reducing stress. I get it. I have already said I am not a natural at slowing down. I am more naturally a workaholic, so I need to be more conscious about choosing to slow down. There are a few main things that I have found help me the most. Those are to get away from my phone or computer, take a rest, allow my brain to stop solving problems, spend time with my animals, and get outside. Just like most people, I am glued to my phone and I check it frequently. I can lose myself in scrolling through my email and about 4 other social apps. Much of my work is on the computer and I always can find the next thing that needs to be done. Hours can go by with me intently working on my latest project. I have found that I have to actually tell myself to get away from the computer for a while. Sometimes that means doing a load of laundry or the dishes. Even more likely is that I choose to go for a walk or go to the gym. On a walk, the fresh air and sights of trees and clouds and sky usually get me out of that problem-solving mode. I still sometimes have to remind myself to quit thinking so much and to be mindful while I am walking. At the gym, there's always music playing, which puts me into a better state of mind, and counting reps while on the machines or changing my tempo when I'm on the elliptical and feeling my muscles working all can get me out of that intense project thinking mode. Sometimes slowing down for me is truly about taking a rest. I put myself in a space where I don't have to even have my eyes open if I don't want to. Or they can be open but not focused. Sometimes, rarely actually, this is in the form of a little nap. More often, it involves me changing into comfortable clothing after work and lying on the floor for a while, stretching out my back, shoulders, legs, and letting my neck align with my spine. During the summer, on hot days, I sit in a chair in the shade by my garden and stop thinking and just enjoy my corner of nature. My cat usually joins me for all of these scenarios. He is so happy to spend that kind of time with me. Animals can help you to get the restful break that you need. I am now a chicken owner. This means that no matter the weather, each afternoon or evening, I go out to collect some eggs and check on food and water. In the winter, this is more of an adventure and a cold shock than it is restful, but it does help with separating from the work mode of the day. During nicer weather, it ensures that I get outside for a little while. I find that I quickly relax and feel more peaceful and pleasant just by going out to do these tasks. I talk to the chickens, sometimes I pet them, and I walk around my yard just looking at various plants. It is now spring, so lately I have been catching the scent of lilacs in the air, and I love that. Getting outside is most important to getting a real break and having the sense of slowing down. As weather permits, I tend to go on a walk during my lunch break at work. We have a nice walking path with trees and flowers there. Often when I arrive home, I walk around the park in my neighborhood before I even go inside my house. It, again, is a nice transition from work to home, separating from the day's stress to my own time and taking back my mental space. Those are the more routine things that I do to slow down on a regular basis. I struggle more with taking longer amounts of time away from the various responsibilities which always seem more important to me. I am more of an introvert, so I value my time alone, and I'm not the type to always be doing something social. I have to remind myself to occasionally make plans which include a friend. Having a lunch date or going out for coffee always results in a sense of slowing down and enjoying a moment. Sometimes I choose to enjoy an aspect of my little town. For example, I go down by our lake and walk along the beach or the bike path. Recently, I took myself downtown, walked around our boardwalk on the lake, and then stopped in a little shop to have a freshly made crepe. And it was wonderful. As far as vacations go, I don't always plan a grand trip. I grew up with parents who never took vacation and who never liked to travel, or they couldn't afford it. I went for years only taking a few days off here and there. Then I stretched that to taking 5 days off. That was a big deal. Now I ensure that every summer I take at least a week off over my birthday, maybe longer. One summer I went to West Glacier National Park. The next summer I just stayed in a little nearby town and explored. This summer I'll be taking a road trip with my sister to my hometown where I will visit longtime friends. I used to never plan anything or even know what I wanted to do. I tended to just go along with what someone else planned. Now I take an active role in figuring out what I want to do for a getaway. It is very satisfying and definitely feels like slowing down and smelling the roses. Besides taking that planned week off, I enjoy when work gets slow during the summer. I use spare time and good weather to get out on the lake in my kayak. I'm usually out there for a couple of hours and I play around with taking photos and videos as I go around. This summer will be an experiment and a test. I had shoulder surgery last summer and have barely finished with physical therapy. I'm going to be trying something new for loading and unloading the kayak and getting it to the water. I'm a little nervous. This is my thing and I want to be able to keep doing it. This week going forward, think about how you can slow down. Think about it on different levels. How can you slow down during your usual day-to-day schedule? How can you take some more special time for yourself? Is there some activity you want to do or some place you want to visit? Are you making time for friends or fun time with family? Do you take vacation time? I have heard that Americans are terrible about not using the vacation time their employers make available. Use that vacation time if you have it. It's there for you and your well-being. And decide how you want to use it. Some people take weeks at a time. I like to take a day here and there so that I get regular breaks along the way. Whatever you do, make a plan for slowing down. It will improve the quality of your life, it will boost your health, and it may help you live longer while actually experiencing the life you are living. If you are interested, my free webinar, Mind Over Stress, is this coming Saturday, May 11th. There is a banner on my homepage at ldonahue.com that you can click on to register. And until next time, be well.